This is Barter here with Cody Deaner.
Hey man, high five.
How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
You had a show tonight here at St. John's at the CLB Armory.
That's right.
So you've been to Newfoundland multiple times before?
Multiple times. This is actually my third time in Newfoundland.
Third time?
Third time.
So what's your opinion of Newfoundland?
Sure you want to know that?
I do.
I'm just kidding. I love Newfoundland. I actually recently shot a YouTube video myself, just like you're doing, up on my YouTube page, which is youtube.com, not com. Are you an ex-com?
No.
I'm not an ex-com either. .com/official Cody Deaner. And I said in that video, and I meant it, I said, Newfoundland is like my home away from home. I love it here, man.
Love it.
I love it.
That's why you keep coming back.
Exactly. I will come back as many times as Legend City Wrestling will have me back.
So what's your opinion of Legend City Westpoint?
I mean, I've wrestled all over Canada, and Newfoundland is the home of one of the best premier organizations in all of Canada. They're on television, and they're on television for a reason. You don't get on television because of luck. You get on television because of skill and because you're in demand. And the Legend City Wrestling wrestlers are in demand. They're on television. They're stars here in Newfoundland. And if I can be a part of that, man, awesome.
So being a wrestler, you get to travel a lot.
Yes.
Where are some of the places that you got to travel to?
Oh man, I've traveled all over the place. I've traveled up north in northern Ontario, where it is absolutely freezing, and you got to drive over ice to get, to where you're going. And then I've been down to the very tip of the United States, down at the bottom, down in Orlando, Florida, when I was wrestling TNA, where it's the exact opposite. You get out of the car and it's like you got punched in the stomach. It's so hot. It's so I've been all the way up, all the way down, and everywhere in between. Yeah.
So when you were young, what did you want to be when you grew up?
What do you think?
Professional wrestler.
No.
No.
Yeah, you're right. I wanted to be a professional wrestler, man. I was a Hulkamaniac since I was 5 years old, and I saw Hulk Hogan, I was hooked, and that's what I wanted to do. And so I set some goals, I set a dream, and I did it, man.
You did it?
Yeah.
How did you do it?
Hard work, determination, and a whole lot of luck. Yeah. Dreams don't get achieved by accident. You got to put in work. And I hear a lot of guys and younger people that tell me, oh, I want to be a wrestler, I want to be this, I want to be that. They're not willing to put in the work. Being a professional wrestler is physically the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I played football in high school as a quarterback. I played basketball as a point guard. Trained every day. I was varsity, all-state, all over the place. And professional wrestling training was harder than 2 days in football. It was harder than 2 days in basketball. Honestly, it was the hardest thing I ever did. And but I'm happy I did it because it was my dream.
What school did you train at?
Pardon me?
What school?
I trained in Niagara Falls with Danger Boy Derek Wilde, yes, and then a guest trainer would come in often on Wednesdays to train me, and that happened to be Showtime Eric Young.
Eric Young?
Yes, he's a good buddy of mine.
Good buddy of yours.
Yes.
So let's play the names in. I'll say a name, and you'll give me a sentence as to what you say about them.
I just get one sentence?
Or two.
Or three?
Yeah.
Or four?
Or five.
Or five? 6 stops?
However many you want.
How much time we got, cameraman? I'll keep it to one sentence, or if it's someone I don't like, I'll keep it to one word.
One word. Okay.
All right, deal.
Show by Mike Hughes.
Jerk.
Mr. Fantastic.
I'm just kidding. That Mike Hughes isn't a jerk, man. He's awesome. He's been around the loop, man. I got a lot of respect for that guy. Yeah.
Then Mr. Fantastic.
Jerk. Next.
Yeah. That's it. Dynamite.
Yo, wait. You think he's a jerk?
No.
Why not?
Because he's Mr. Fantastic.
What's so fantastic about him?
It's who he is.
What does that mean?
He was born fantastic.
He was born fantastic?
Yeah.
All right, that's pretty convincing. He was born fantastic. I would say he's wonderful, but there's already a Mr. Wonderful, so we'll say Mr. Fantastic. Sure. Yeah.
Dynamite Dylan Davis.
Hey, he's my tag team partner tonight on the show. He's a great up-and-comer, great shape, lots of charisma. He's a future star.
Future star.
Mm.
Steve White.
Hmm?
Steve White.
I don't even know who that is.
the guy from Iraq.
Oh, that guy, the guy that I called Shiki Baby.
Yeah.
See, I called him Shiki Baby, and I didn't even know where his name. Look, even though I made fun of him and that, even though I beat him up, and even though he was a real jerk, Cowboy Monkeys isn't a real jerk, Fantago's not a real jerk. Shiki Baby was a jerk in the ring, but he can't deny his skill. He's a great professional wrestler. He might be a chicken, he might be a jerk in and out of the ring, but he's trained hard, you can tell. He's a potential future star himself.
Bulldog, Ben, and Flip.
Oh, Bulldog. He's short, he's stocky, he's ugly, he stinks, but he's got a really good clothesline. I'm done with him. I don't have anything more to say. You got a good clothesline.
How about the rest of the wrestlers?
Like I said, Legend City Wrestling wouldn't be on television by accident, and they're not on television by accident. They're on television because of skill, and you don't get to be an LCW wrestler by accident. It's a privilege to be an LCW. You have to earn it, and you have to be good enough to be on this roster. So everybody that is on this roster, and you're going to see in Legend City Wrestling, deserves to be here.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
We've been here one time before at another promotion.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Newfoundland Wrestling.
Yes.
What's your opinion of that promotion?
Great. I had a great time with them. Like I said, Newfoundland is my home away from home. Honestly, for me, I judge a show by the audience. And every time I come to Newfoundland, the audience is going crazy. They're having fun, and that's what Cody is all about, is having fun. So it doesn't really matter who I wrestle for, as long as the crowd is into it and having fun, and I'm having fun. And every time I've ever come to Newfoundland, man, I have a blast.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So what was it like working in TNA?
It was fantastic. Not as fantastic as Mr. Fantastic, but very wonderful, very fantastic, and it was a great time. It was a great experience. Being on television was awesome. Everybody there was very kind, very nice, and I got to be with my friends a lot. Eric Young being one of them. I got to make a bunch of other friends too. ODB, who happens to be married to my best friend now. Go figure. But man, all of them, Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, all those guys, they're awesome. Just a great time. Yeah.
So what's your opinion on WWE?
WWE's fantastic, man. I grew up watching WWE. So, I think everybody, when they become a professional wrestler, strive to make it there. Strive to be in the WWE. And I was no different when I got into business, man. And now the goal is just to make a living, being a professional wrestler, and whether that's with Legend City Wrestling, whether it's with another independent promotion, whoever's out there that wants Cody Deaner is going to give me a good time doing what I love to do, and I can make money and make a living doing it, which is what I'm doing. Man, there's no better job in the world.
No better job in the world.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So do you see yourself in the WWE in the future though?
Never say never. Never say never, man.
How about going back to TNA? Or Impact Wrestling, that they call it now.
Never say never.
Never say never?
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you balance your personal life with your wrestling life?
That's a really loaded question, and I don't think we have time for that. The cameraman's telling us to wrap it up. But I've been wrestling for 14 years, and I've learned the give and take of that. I have a family, so being away from home is hard, but you just make it work, man. It's not easy. It's not an easy life, but like I said, it's the best job in the world, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Take the time to chat with me, Mr. Deaner.
Hey, make sure that you go to CodyDeaner.com. Make sure all your viewers go to CodyDeaner.com. Check me out on Twitter, @CodyDeaner.
And Facebook?
I don't have Facebook.
Not yet.
I don't know if I'm going to. I got Twitter. I got email if anyone wants to book me. I got CodyDeaner.com. If you go to CodyDeaner.com, everything's there. Hey, thanks for having me on the show.
No problem.
Thank you, Newfoundland.